EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first and 10, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Hey, wait. Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Ready, right 25. Check.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Stand on it.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, high 7.
Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 31.
319. I'm here all day.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
88. Jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, 25. They gonna need some therapy after this. Showing up. 21.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Oh, you got deep? Hatchet. 51. Ready to go.
On 2nd down now. It's Freeman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 3rd down, Freeman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Tack McKinley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Echo.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Check 45 to Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. Yeah. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. 50. Hey, you block over here.
On first down, Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Hey, you block over here.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24-20.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Rodgers now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. This is Freeman. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Freeman. Room here to run. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Deuce, 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 deuce. Roll right, roll right.
Again, it's Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a first and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, and the pressure gets to him again. Deion Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
General West. 6-man. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, inside.
Now Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the gun, it's Rodgers. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Ready, back 25. Here it comes, here it comes. Man left, man left. We got 3, fellas. 25 guys.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan. Jones has it, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get ready, get ready.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They run. Devontae Freeman only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check.
Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.